Hi Frontline Church family, today for our daily Moravian text reading we are in Revelation chapter 8. It is an incredible moment in heaven in the future. The seventh of seven seals on this scroll, the scroll of human history, is broken open by Jesus. It is such a significant moment that all of heaven responds with stunned silence for 30 minutes. I mean, what a contrast from the continuous sung worship of the multitudes that we've seen in our previous readings. A moment when heaven is silent. And so far we've seen Jesus, the lion lamb. He's broken 6 of the 7 seals on the scroll. Each seal has released a new aspect of tribulation and judgment upon the earth. Famine, war, plagues, persecution, earthquakes, natural disasters unfolding on the earth. The breaking of the final seal is accompanied by 7 angels sounding 7 trumpets. And there's a real sense here that it happens as a response to the prayers of God's people. God's response to a praying people is to send fire from heaven. But here we see that in a sort of ultimate final sense, it's like fire is consuming all that is broken and bad in this current earthly system, like fire burning away wheat and grass, ashing the earth, really, to make it fertile for this new kingdom to grow in. Verse 6 onwards, I suppose it's like echoing of the 10 plagues of Egypt, further judgment upon the earth. It seems to be environmental judgment, dare I say climatic change. That's what it reads like. 1/3 of all people die. Now that seems quite shocking, doesn't it? It is incredibly sad. For some of us, that jars against our idea of Jesus as mild and lovely, you know, a sort of hippie type of guy who just is nice to everyone. But we've got to remember, this is the last day. This is after waves and waves of previous warnings and invitations into repentance from the 6 seals. And actually, if you think about it, it says 1/3 die, but 2/3 of the earth are saved. This is a moment, there's greater mercy in this moment than judgment. You know, 2 Kings chapter 9, fire falls from heaven, 2/3 of the people die. 2 Samuel 8, when David defeats the Moabites, God tells him to kill 2/3 of them. In Zechariah 13, he prophesies that 2/3 of the world will be struck down in the last day. But when we finally get to that moment, God seems to break with his normal pattern. He flips his normal ratio. His mercy shines through. 2/3 of humanity are rescued. And we've been saying right through this study on Revelation that it is far less about interpreting the signs like, you know, what is the star called wormwood, or what about the talking eagle. It's far more about seeing afresh who God is, and that call to live as if his return is imminent, as if Jesus could set these events into motion at any minute. And I think that's a really challenging thought, isn't it? Because honestly, if I really believed that, if I really believed it, then I think, what would I be doing? I wouldn't be recording this video. I'd be out telling everybody in the streets about Jesus, calling them into relationship with Jesus, that they might be in the 2/3 who are saved. But God is so gracious with us, isn't he? He takes us on a journey. Let's let him take us on that journey into deeper devotion, deeper service. Ask him to help you to live in the light of eternity just that little bit more this day. And have a great day in doing that.